I think at this point you can clinically prove that Trump derangement syndrome should be something that could be diagnosed. And he's going to make it a medical practice. Need to put some studies into this thing. Trump derangement syndrome is real. It is so real. Not only that, we have Elon derangement syndrome starting to happen. Kamala is trying to get rid of X and all. Anyhow, let's start from the beginning before we get to the end.
Did you ever think about running for office at other times in your lives? And then just some advice, because you come under fire a lot. Our moms are standing for things that often the media attacks them on. We'd love to get some advice from you about running for office.
Yeah, so I would say don't do it.
No, run for office. We want you to run for office.
I do say this, though. It is nastier to run as a Republican. It is. Now, I'm the ultimate, they suffer from a thing called TDS. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
TDS, it's a horrible, horrible terminal disease. It destroys the mind. It destroys the mind before the body, but the body eventually goes. TDS is Trump derangement syndrome.
And to add on to that, not only does it destroy the mind, it rots the spirit. it does away with all of your rationale and common sense like thinking, bro. Trust me. He said his best advice for anybody trying to run for president: don't do it. I mean, he's right, man. Somebody said he's right about that. You need to be prepared if you decide to run for office as a Republican. The left is vicious and dangerous. Like, yeah, man, you got to really have no care for a lot of things, right? Well, you have to care for a lot of things, but you have to also have the ability not to care for those same things at the same time. It's a weird space to be in, but, being a content creator, I get my fair share of comments every day. But anyhow, we love Trump. And it's a lot of fun watching Trump take down any TDS supporter. And I think at this point, Trump should do stand-up, y'all. He should. Now, aside from Elon Musk, aside from the TDS, we have Tim Walz right here. His brother Jeff may be on the verge of publicly endorsing Donald Trump and revealing some damaging stories about Walz. Now, I don't know anything about Jeff. I don't know much about his brother. This is all breaking news from George. It says Democrats are in panic mode because of this. On Facebook, someone said, help MAGA get on stage with, help MAGA get on stage with the President Trump and endorse him, help save this country. And Jeff Walz replied, quote, I thought hard about doing something like that. I'm torn between that and just keeping my family out of it. The stories I can tell, not the type of character you want making decisions about your future. Yes, so let's show y'all the screen. So y'all see this right here. It says, yup. I'm gonna read it over. I'm right here, by the way. It says, and Jeff Walz quickly replied, quote, I've thought hard about doing something like that. I'm torn between that and just keeping my family out of it. The stories I could tell, not the type of character you want making decisions about your future, end quote. It turns out Tim Walz is the type of man who yanks his son on stage and the type not to speak to his biological father for 8 years. Now, I do know that when I seen the clip, it looked like he was frustrated with his son, but it also you also have the perspective of him trying to protect his son from getting hit by that glass podium. So yeah, we see right here, it says Liz O'Neill and Jeff Walz commenting right under it. Y'all see it. I thought hard about doing. Y'all see it right there. Yeah, I don't think like they said right here, like what's his name? Let me scroll up again. Like George said again, I don't think there's any joy in their camp right now. For sure it's not. Let's read this comment section. I've been keeping up on this and it's literally just breaking a night. I would have to imagine Trump's people will be contacting Jeff Walz in the near future. Very interested to see how this develops. Oh, that would be a crushing blow. I mean, that would absolutely crush. Wait, why is my PayPal and Cashapp up here? My fault, y'all. Let me get this off the screen. Not supposed to be up there. It's supposed to just say subscribe. Anyhow, we need info on the horse. Somebody said, people have shortcomings, but when they inflict their evil on others, they deserve to be cleansed and ridiculed and shamed. Ouch. Personally, definitely interested in Donald Trump actually reaching out to Jeff Walz and trying to figure out what he meant by this comment right here. I mean, the stories he could tell, that's what he said. The stories I can tell. Stories I could tell. And then right after that, he said, this is not the type of character you want making decisions about your future. Obviously, you know, Tampon Tim, which is the new coin name from from Trump. You see, CNN, they tried to make it seem like Trump wasn't gonna have no smoke for Tim Walz or have nothing to stick, but we got one. And he just did a hilarious imitation of Elon Musk. Check it out.
With Elon, it's like, well, you know, I'm doing a new stainless steel hub that can get us around the engines much quicker because there's a problem with the type of engine going into space nowadays. And I'm hearing that. And, but in the end, I think we can have a good hookup because of the new foils that are coming up. And I'm hearing everything that's going through his mind. But he is like, he's a super genius guy.
Oh, I love
Super genius indeed. And one of the most genius moves he could have ever made was purchasing Twitter, now known as X. Well, I should have said X, formerly known as Twitter. It don't matter. It's Twitter to me. I hope you don't get rid of retweets and all that. Anyhow, yeah, man. President Trump, he might as well go and do a special. Give him Netflix, get the special together. I'll guarantee you that thing could take. If he actually did that, that would take the ratings up through the roof. And I'm not even joking. I'm so serious. Like, obviously, people are gonna hate it, but everybody's gonna watch it. You know what I mean? He's a machine. You know, I don't know how he keep up with all this stuff with his busy schedule. He's so relaxed too. I know he got somewhere to be right before. He has somewhere to be before, and he got somewhere to be after. But speaking of Elon Musk, he warns that free speech may not exist if Kamala Harris, who was a strong supporter of removing Trump from Twitter, gets in office. Here's some of the attacks on free speech that have taken place in the past month. We have Brazil announces anyone using a VPN to access X will be fined up to almost $9,000 a day. German podcast hosts of Haas and Hupp face, I don't even know if this is like a euro, but they face up to $250,000 in fines and jail time in Germany after they misgendered a bald transgender person. Wow. Telegram founder Pavel Durov is arrested in France for not censoring users. Yeah, I remember that one too. UK arrests 55-year-old woman for sharing misinformation online. UK looks to move forward with the new legislation. Yeah, it's getting crazy. But you want Kamala.
You look at what he's been tweeting today, directed at the whistleblower, directed at so many people. I frankly think that based on this and all we've seen him do before, including attacking members of Congress, that he frankly his Twitter account should be suspended. He is irresponsible with his words in a way that could result in harm to other people. And so the privilege of using those words in that way should probably be taken from him. Should probably be taken from him. Should probably be taken from him.
He has lost his privileges and it should be taken down. And the bottom line is that you can't say that you have one rule for Facebook and you have a different rule for Twitter. The same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation.
I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
I know you wrote to Twitter and the CEO, Jack Dorsey, and asked him to take away the president's Twitter handle, his account. How is that not a violation of free speech? I mean, the president has the same rights that you have, that I have, and how would that not just be a slippery slope? Or
I've heard that argument, but here's the thing, Jake. First of all, a corporation, which is what Twitter is, it does not have it has obligations, and in this case, Twitter has terms of use policy. And their terms of use dictate who receives the privilege of speaking on that platform and who does not. And Donald Trump has clearly violated the terms of use, and there should be a consequence for that. And there should be a consequence for that. Not to mention the fact that he has used his platform, being the President of the United States, States in a way that has been about inciting fear and potentially inciting harm against a witness to what might be a crime against our country and our democracy. And for that reason, I do believe that it's clear that he has violated the terms of use, and I'm asking that Twitter does what it has done in previous occasions, which is to revoke someone's privilege.
That don't make no sense, man. Revoke somebody's privilege to voice their opinion. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. You know, not to mention earlier this week, remember Mark Zuckerberg, he released a letter detailing how the Biden-Harris administration and the FBI worked to censor Meta platforms as well. But this is the one that y'all want back in office. He's rallying against, you know, Elon Musk and threatening to, you know, saying that apparently I'm seeing online that she's threatening to get rid of X as a result of not being able to control or censor the platform. I don't know how true this is. Let me go to Elon Musk's Twitter. I think that'd be, because he's very vocal about everything. So we see there's me never get old. Okay, so I don't see anything right here. I don't see anything right there. I don't see anything right there. I don't see anything on this page right now. I don't see anything on this page at this very moment. But he is trending. He's definitely a trending topic right now. He is going hard. So yeah, this is what I got so far. Wish I had some more info or, you know, some more content to show you. I was really trying to find it before I just get up out of here. It says, this is our last stand. If Kamala wins, we will fall. We're in the end game now for sure. I think Kamala would be 1,000,000 times worse than Biden. I just think simply because she just giggles and cackles and doesn't even make sense with half the stuff that she be saying. And on top of that, she needs a script in order to actually have something to say. And then that's even worse because the acting is horrible. How do you get the answers and still fumble answering the question? It don't make sense to me. But if she gets elected, it's apparent that she will immediately go into attacking freedom of speech. You know, it's either a vote for Trump or a vote for communism right now. But it's too big to rig, I tell you that. Let's read some more. To conservatives, freedom is a God-given and alienable right. But to the Marxist candidate, Kamala Harris, it's a right. She has the power to end ours at any time. It's about her leverage. Shame.
Since I've voted for at least twice as much as it should have been voted for. But some things are priceless, and so whether I lose money or not, that is a secondary issue compared to ensuring the strength of democracy, and free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy.
Yes.
We have to protect Elon Musk at all costs. Seriously, this man is a beacon, and I hope he doesn't become a martyr for free speech. And if we don't appreciate it now, man, we're going to get Kamala in that office. And I'm telling you, you're going to find your way back to, oh my God, I wish I would have appreciated him.